Sri Guru Charitra, Chapter 39, Ashwata Vrata Mahima. This chapter describes the birth of children to a barren woman past her 60s as a result of Gurunath's blessings. Siddha Muni continues narrating to Namdharak the Leelas of Gurunath. In Gangapur there lived a Brahmin named Somnath Sharma and his wife Gangabai. They had no child and therefore they were very unhappy. When the woman reached the age of 60, she felt a sense of desolation and frustration in life. Gangabai used to visit the mutt daily and have the darshan of Gurunath. She used to perform arati before him along with offering prayers. She kept up this practice for years. One day, Sri Narasimha Saraswati asked Gangabai why she always looked so sad. She told him she was sad because she had no child, and as she had no child, all other women looked at her with contempt. Being childless, she had lost her status as a grihini. A house without a child is like a dungeon or a barren desert. There would be no joy in that house. Besides, all the scriptures also proclaim that the doors of heaven are forever barred to childless couples, and therefore life beyond also would be as gloomy and joyless to them as life in this world, and may perhaps be even far worse. She had seen how happy, contented, and joyous the women who had children were. She had undertaken many fasts, vigils, and vratas, and had also made many pilgrimages, hoping that she would be able to earn the merit to be blessed with a child. But all her prayers and vigils turned futile, and now that she had crossed her 60s, there was no hope at all of her having a child. That was why she was always seized with despair and gloom. Sri Narasimha Saraswati, looking at her with deep compassion, told her not to lose hope at all. He told her to visit the Sangam daily and offer her worship with single-minded devotion to the Ashwatha tree there. He assured her that the Ashwatha tree would certainly fulfill her desires. The woman prayed to Sri Narasimha Saraswati to enlighten her on the Ashwatha Mahima. Gurunath said that he would narrate to her what Brahmadeva told Narad Rishi about Ashwatha Mahima. At the foot of the Ashwatha tree live all the deities, including Brahmadeva. It is indeed the Kalpavriksha. When the rishis requested Narada to teach them the Achara Vidhi regarding the worship of the Ashwatha tree, Narad Muni enlightened them on the following instructions. The worship of the Ashwatha tree should be started on an auspicious day. The days on which there is no moon, that is Chandrabala, the days on which Shukra is not on the ascent, especially during the months of Ashad, Paush or Pushya and Chaitra, are not auspicious days for beginning the Ashwatha worship. The worship is to begin in the morning. The worshipper should take a bath first, then place 2 kalasas filled with water near the tree. Worship is to be offered to the 2 kalasas while reciting Purusha Sukta. This is to be done 7 times and then they should take a bath again. After this, Lord Vishnu as Datta, holding the divine weapons in his 6 hands, has to be remembered and homage has to be paid to him. Then a cloth or thread is to be wrapped round the tree and pradakshina is to be done around the tree while reciting the Purusha Sukta again. This pradakshina is equivalent to pradakshina around the Supreme Purusha, Lord Vishnu, the Virata Purusha himself. It would sanctify the worshipper completely, expiating all of his or her sins and conferring immense spiritual benefits besides material prosperity. Thereafter, every day Gangabai used to go to Sangam, take a bath in the holy waters of the confluence there, and then offer her worship to the Ashwatha tree. On the 3rd night, in her dream, a Brahmin appeared and told her to go to the mutt and to do 7 pradakshinas around Gurunath himself and to eat whatever prasad Gurunath would give her. Next day, she did accordingly. Gurunath gave her 2 fruits as prasad and told her that a son and a daughter would be born to her before long. 2 beautiful children, a boy and a girl, were born to her as per Gurunath's blessings, and the Brahmin couple were immensely happy. Thus ends the 39th chapter of Sri Guru Charitra. Glory to the all-merciful, the omnipresent, and the ever-responsive Gurunath.